Hey everyone, fxchannelhouse is finally back with a counter tutorial for Cinema 4D, and it's going to be a tutorial on two parts for those not following this last upload that I did for the counter. And it's going to be a two-part tutorial, first on Cinema 4D and second on After Effects. So I just prepared for you guys a studio to follow up this easily from start. And it's just a simple studio with some lights and a camera already facing to the text. So if you want to download this, it's going to be on the link description. And hope you get ready for this first part, and hope you enjoy this. So jump onto your Cinema 4D and let's get this started. Alright guys, so ready to start this. So this was the studio that I put on the link download for you guys to follow up this easily, and for us to render the final scene without light kits and all that stuff. Make this fast, so let's jump on the tutorial. So the first thing, I'm going to add mograph text. And on this mograph text, I'm going to put number 1, because this is going to be the counter from 1 to 10. I'm going to try to follow up this and make this easy for you. So I'm going to put the height to 400, and also the depth. I'm going to increase this to around 70. 70 should be cool. So let's just see the right view. Could be a little bit deep. Okay. So we have our mode text, and then we need to start some animation over this. So the effect is always work probably with another mograph animator. So I'm going to use a cloner, and on this cloner I'm going to put this on 1, and then on this text I almost forgot for us to start having a little bit cool bevel on this. Make a fillet cap on both, and then on the fillet type I'm going to put this on 2 steps. If you see here the text, you already have just a cool bevel, a simple bevel for you to start getting this for the full animation. So I'm going to the cloner, it's okay. Then on the mograph, I'm going to do the animation with the shader. So the settings for the shader already comes by increasing your scale object. So you're going to use, for this animation, you're going to use the -1, because it increases. Then when we move, E is going to show your objects, which is really cool. So okay, and on the shader I want to fall off. I'm going to put the fall off on linear, and then on this coordinates I'm going to put this on 90. That's okay. So if you move this around, you see that your number appears, and the shader is already affecting the cloner and the mode text. So it's really cool and easy to make with. So I'm going to grab the shader over here to start making the animation. Bring this to 0, and set a keyframe over here. And my first keyframe is going to be around 30, so be 30. Okay, so it's going to be each second going to be a number animation. So on the frame 30, I'm going to bring this over here to the right, and then to show the number. And if you press play, you see that your number already appears. But this seems a little bit awkward, so because this don't have like motion and animation, this has animation, but this don't have motion. So in order for you to get a cool motion on this, just go to mograph factor and put a delay there. So on this delay, you're going to put the mode to spring. I'm going to increase just a little bit, crazy bit over here. So just going to bring my delay over here just to set this more organized. Then if you press play, you see that your number gets bouncy, and the motion is correct, and you can now control a lot of things on the parameters for the shader. So but this is the first animation. I'm just making the first layout for us to continue the project and bring to 10 numbers, and very easy. So also we need to do a few things over here. So just going to bring this a little bit so for us to see the keyframes a little bit better. Okay, it's going to start over here. Okay, so what I need to do for the renders, because if you render this like this, the number 1 is going to start appearing on all these frames, and then it's going to be a little bit bad for the render animation. So we need to put a display tag over here. So I'm going to display tag, and over 30 I'm going to put the visibility to 100. Okay, and on the 15 frame, so we got 20, so 20, I'm going to put this on the 15. Okay, on the 15th frame, I'm going to put this to 0. I'm going to control and click and set the animation. So that this way you don't have like these frames all rendering for the animation, because this will work a lot better. So this is done, and then we have our shader. This is all our keyframes. So the shader already starts on 0, but I don't want to start it on 0, so I'm going to put this also on 15. And if you press play, you have your number 1, but it stays forever, so we don't want that. So I'm going to set like 5 keyframes, so 10. I'm going to leave it 10 keyframes. Also on the display, I'm going to make control and click, and on the 60. So this is 60. Now I'm going to put on 45. On 45, I'm going to put this keyframe over here, and on 60, it already gets off. But we need to adjust this a little bit. So I'm going to put this over here, and if you press play, just check out the animation, stays and goes. So it goes out on 60, but I want this to go out on 50. Okay, so if you press play, get number 1 and it appears. So because in here is going to be the other keyframe is going to start, so I'm going to select all these guys, Control C, just select all these guys, press Alt and G just for us to make the first number 1. Okay, and you're going to backwards. Okay, so we're going to select all keyframes just to see where they match. So the animation like kicks on 30, like for each second hits on 30. So we need to have this keyframe on 60, right? So we have our first animation. Going to Control C, Control V. Just make a click out of the keyframes for the select the first number, and hit the shader, and hit the display, and let's bring this 30 keyframe on 60 and see how this is working. So I'm going to put this on number 2, sorry, and I think this should be correct. 1, 2, okay, so seems fair. 1, 2, alright. So the rest is easy, so I'm going to select number 2, that is this one. Put it number 2, okay. Control C, Control V, and select the last keyframes, bring the shader, bring the display, and bring the 60 keyframe over 90, yeah, right? So bring the 60 over the 90, and change your number to 3. And let's check this out, just for us to see if we're getting the thing good. 2, 3, let's go, that's alright. So this is number 3. Just organize your stuff so you can, if you make any mistake, you can go backwards like easily. So this is number 3. Number 3. Okay, class 1, 2, and then 3, and then okay. So now you can Control C, Control V, and to select all keyframes, just get it over here, okay. And this is going to be number 4. Yeah, all the steps are like this, so this is very easy to do. So we just have to keep our keyframing good. So so this last one was 90, and then now I'm going to need 120 for the number 4. That is this one. Okay. Just do this until number 10. I'm going to also do it. So just keep following up. So just see if we have any mistakes over here. 4. Okay. And then I'm going to bring number 5. Control C, Control V. Number 5, and you see that with a few just with a few things we can make a big animation and a lot of cool things. So we're just going to make all structure, sorry, the old structure till number 10, and then we're going to adjust the shaders and all that for us to make a really cool thing over here. So to select the last keyframes, this is going to be number 5, right over here, number 5. So the last one was on 120, and then we need this one to 150. Okay, 120 and 150. That should be this one. Right, okay, so press backwards, play. It would be a lot more easy if you can just Control and C, Control and V for the 10, but all the keyframes would all be in the same place. So this is the part that is a little bit, how can I say, boring. So but it's going to be done really fast. So number 5 and number 6. So last one was on 150. Let's just increase a little bit our timeline, just to show a little bit more keyframes. So okay, last keyframe on 150. Now we need 180. So you can just click out of this, go again to your shader and your display, and select this keyframe to 180. This should be always, everything should be cool. So just make a preview on this. Number 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Wait, yeah, got the name, forgot to change number 6. Bam, bam, number 6. That should be cool. So going to continue the thing. Control C, Control V. It's going to be number 7. Organizing is good because with a project like this, you can be lost in a little bit. So Control to select last keyframes, add displays, shader. So the last one was 180. We need 210, right? So 210, I think. Yeah, 210. So this mode text is going to be number 7. Right, and then let's make a preview, because on this point we probably could be mistaking things, so I just want to put this right. Okay, I have number 7, so right, Control C, Control V. Let's go to number 8. Number 8, and then you're going to the shed, just make a click out of all keyframes, and this is number 8, 2. Okay, so we have the shader, display tag, and then last one was 210. We need to be on 230. 230, so this one's 35. 30. Okay, bring the second keyframe to 30, and it's okay. So F8, and then go on to Control C, Control V, and it's almost. Control C, Control V. Let's put number 9 on the mograph text. Number 9. That's alright. And then just deselect all keyframes and just increase a little bit our timeline and shader and display. So last one was 200 and what? To be 210. Shouldn't it? I think I made a mistake over here. That one's 210. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, no. Number 9, number 8, I think we did something wrong. We'll correct this very easy. 5, 6, 7. Why the 8 comes right? Huh? Crazy. Well, take number 8 off. And then this 2 shaders. So number 7 was 210. Okay. Number 8 has to be 240. Right? So going to Control C, Control V. Let's make this right. Number 8. Number 8. Okay. Went out of the keyframes. So last one. Okay. So 210, 240. All right. Bring this over here. 240. That's cool. I'm going to Control C, Control V. This is number 9. Yeah, even I'm organizing and I mistake myself, so that isn't a big problem because we can fix things very fast. So this is number 9. Okay. Number 8 was the shader. Take the keyframes out. All right. Shader and display. So number 9. Yeah, number 9 was 240. It's going to be 270. I'm going to bring this to 270 just for us to get control, shader, and bring your 240 frame to 270 frame. So now Control C, Control V, let's finish this so we can pass on to the next level. Number 10, then going to be shader, corner, and object. The heck? More text. Go to object and put number 10. Bad. So number 10. Okay, so number 9, the shader on 270, and number 10 on 300. Yeah, should be like this. On 300. So I'm gonna make a click out of this. And then select this one, 70, and then enter. Yeah, I think we got it right. So let's just make a preview on this. Yeah, this is the boring part of this tutorial. So, but it's all done. So we just need now to make the just increase this a little bit on the horizontal scale up to 10. Make the 10 is around here, just a little bit for it to be a little bit more tight. So that's okay. So the first part of the animation is done. We have our full animation, our full organized scene. Array number 10, number 9, 10. It's okay. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so on the 10, we're going to leave it a little bit. So on the display tag, just make out. On this display tag, just bring it over. Just Control Z, okay. And then on the display tag, we're going to leave it as it is, 100. It's okay. So that this number 10, and it stays a little bit. I want this on 100, so 100. Okay. And it stays forever. Okay, so we have our animation done. Everything's organized, and now what I'm going to do is going to set some colors on this, and just shake a little bit the shading factors for us to have a different animation and not have the same animation on each bounce and on each thing. So I'm going to play a little bit with this. So this is the fun part of the tutorial. So let's follow up. Okay, so let's grab our mode text over here. Just make a duplicate of this. So I'm going to control and drag up. I'm going to select this one. I'm going to Control C, then select children. Hit C again. Select children, and connect objects and delete. So now we have our number 1 text edited, and we can start adding some some cool colors on this, and modifying this a little bit, just to spice up things a little bit. So I'm going to set out my camera just for us to see better the model text. Then I'm going to bring over here, and on this one I'm going to select polygon and loop selection. So I'm going to select this one, hit shift, then this one, and this one also. I'm going to select these faces of all text, and then add the, just take this off, okay, just select this bevel to put a cool color over there, and then also on the back part of this, just for us to have a cool thing for the project. So I selected them, then I'm going to select set selection. So on this selection I'm going to put the yellow stuff, I'm going to bring the selection over here, and then I'm going to bring the white one below this one, before this one I say. So let's just check if the color is working. That's alright. We have just a simple color. You can make any color that you want. But I'm going to, as I start the project with this one, I'm going to make this to define all the render. So this is black because this part is black because of the shadows. The lights are not directly to it. So the front camera is going to be this one. So to make like a render region of this, you see that we have a little bit of depth, but I put a little bit of reflection on this just to be a little bit different. So we're going to do all this on all numbers and get this ready to rendering. So I'm going to number 2, gonna control, drag, and then take this off. I'm going to C, select children, hit C, select children, and connect options and delete. This is our second number, that is this one, and we can go to the bevel and then make the selections. So I'm going to select group selection and hit this part one, get shift, select this one too, just see a little bit better, and also this one. Okay, then going to this side, make the same thing. Probably the back side is not going to be seen, but if you want to make like camera rotations on this, you will have like all things like working well. So I'm going to set another selection for this. I'm going to put first this white, and then the orange, and then the orange. I'm going to bring the selection over the selection of the orange. So this should be working now. So just see 1 and 2. That's okay. Just see everything selected. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. I think this part wasn't selected, so I'm going to check this out again. So, oh no, let me just see if this is selected. Nope. Okay, I'm going to also select this one. You could bring selections on every part that you want. So I'm going to select, set selection, and bring another one over here, and then bring the selection, and let me just see on the render. No, of course, it's not the 2 over here. Now it is. So okay, it's fixed. Yeah, all is orange. So just make this on all fonts and on the way that you want. I'm going to just try to finish this really fast, guys. So I'm going to number 3, more text, control, and drag. I'm going to put this guy off and set this to over here on 3 so you can see the guy. Now hit C, select children, hit C again, select children, and connect options and delete. Okay, so we have our bevels up here, and they're going to start loop selection. I'm going to hit this one, shift, hit the second one, and this one, and this one. So all this there, then put this one, and this one, and it should be all there. That's okay. So I'm going to select, set selection, and the same thing for this one. I'll bring the white, bring the orange, and the orange, bring the selection over here, and it's done. Let's pass to another number. I'm going to make this very fast because you already got the point. But continue following up the tutorial because this is why we will end this to make all the render, and I'm also going to run this animation to follow the tutorial for After Effects. So I want to make the same thing for you and then you can have the project like equal to mine, and then we can animate that on After Effects without mistakes. So this is number 4. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna hit C, select children, hit C again, select children, and connect objects and delete. I'm gonna hide this one. I'm gonna pass on number 4. Holy crap. 1, 2. Okay. I'm gonna hit C, select children, hit C, object and delete. No? Is it right? Yeah, I think it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. I have to add a little bit of mistake, so let's go. I'm going to select group selection, select this one, hit Control, hit Shift, then select this one and this one, and this will also, and this one, this one, this one, this one. Oops. And let's get this one full. Alright, all selected. Let's make set selection. Then bring the white thing and the orange thing. So I'm going to bring the selection for the orange, and it looks cool. So 1, 2, 3, 2, and 3, and 4. That's okay. So continue to number 5. Yeah, this is a little bit boring part, so but continue. So I'm going to put this on C, select children, select C again, select children, and connect objects and delete. So this will be number 5, Mr. number 5. I'm going to hit this, and then let's bring our selection, put this part, and also this one. Okay, let's get backward and then select this one. If you put like on the corners, you can grab the whole part of the selection, so it's more easy. Okay, and if you mistake one selection, you can always go back. So make the set selection, bring my white thing, bring my orange thing, so the orange thing, right, put on set selection. We have 5 numbers already, looking cool. We'll go to number 6. Let's control and drag, put this off, hit C, select children, hit C again, select children, and connect objects and delete. I'm going to selection mode, hit this one, hit this one, and this one, and this one. So we're selecting all the front bevels for this to have cool depth on the scene, and in a few minutes we can have like already the colors and all the texture for the full animation. So let's select set selection, bring our white thing first, and then our colors, and then bring this to the yellow, to the other orange one. So okay, even this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's go 7. Okay, even me, I'm getting a little bit bored by this, but I want to give you this full spectrum of the full thing. So I'm on number 7. I'm going to hide this one. Let's get the point of it. I'm going to this, select C, and then hit children, hit C, select children, and connect objects and delete. So we're almost there. I'm going to zoom this a little bit, then polygon mode, bring this one, shift, let's just put this a little bit here. Okay, select this one, and this one, bring it over, like this one, always on the corners for you to bring the whole thing. So on here, really, okay, one, and this one. So select set selection, got our selection. Let's bring colors. Okay, so let's put this to the orange one. So we got our number 7. Okay, let's go to number 8. Yeah, 3 numbers. Okay, so let's put this a little bit forward. So number Mr. 8. So over here, a little bit of cracks. Alright, so let's control and drag to make another one, and that way you can always stay with the text that is not that's okay, and you can change everything that you want, fonts and everything. So the only boring part is this one. If you want to add different colors or different textures on your text to make it a little bit more cooler. So let's go to C, select children, and hit C, select children, and hit connect objects, and delete. Okay, so just put this a little bit backwards. 8, this is the number 8. Then on the 8, we're also going to select the deeper core of the letter. So I'm going to start select this one, this one, this one, this one, and on the front I'm going to select this part and this part. But yeah, 2 polygons, 2 round polygons should be cool for the 8, and already looks a lot more cooler. So I'm going to also on this part select this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy, and just 2, 1, and 2, and also on this part. Just zoom a little bit, get focus on this. 1, oops, and bring 1 up in that. If you mistake, you can all Control Z, and all the rest will stay there. So it's alright. Okay, so got our 8. Going to selection, set selection. We already have our text. Let's add the colors. Let's finish this. So got our 8 done. Let's just put the polygon selection over here, and the 8 is alright. Yep, we have 8. Okay, let's go to number 9. A little bit on front. Let's mess to number 9. Alright, let's control and drag. We got that. And just deselect this one. Hit C, select children, hit C again, select children, and connect objects and delete. Okay, so let's push this a little bit so we can have our 9. Alright, 9 also has like inside the vel, so we're going to select it also. So put 1 and really just zoom in a little bit more. Yeah, this one is very thin for us to catch, but we're going to catch like this. Okay, I have our vel over here. Then we're going to make outside the vels over here. 1, 2, and 3, and this one too. Let's get the back part. Get this one, and this one, and just this inside the vel. Make it 1 and 2. Okay. Alright, we have our selection for the 9, and we're ready for the 10. So last one. Okay, so I'm going to put this to orange, and we have our number 9 already cool with a texture on it, and we need just number 10. So number 10, let's go to number 10, and then let's control and drag to this, and just put this off, and just make control. The C, select children, hit C again, select children, and at the end connect objects and delete. Put this a little bit behind for us to see the 10. And let's select our last polygons. Alright, so just zoom this a little bit. I select this one, and this one, this one, and this one. Yeah, 10 also has the inner bevel. We're going to pass the inner bevel also. So just zoom this a little bit more and to set 1 and 2. And on this part, I'm going to also set 1 and 2 on this first bevels. Get this one and this one. Okay. The 0 man is, and now we're going to number 1, and we're going to finish this. So we can start adding some modifying on the shaders for us to have a different animation for each number, and for the animation looks a lot cooler. So hope you continue following the tutorial, and I hope you're enjoying this, and I hope you'll make this useful for your projects or your future scenes. So I'm going to put this polygon selection, bring it over the white color and the orange color, and set my selection over here. And I think it's okay. So if I go to my camera now, after 3 years, it's alright. So we have our animation, just with a simple color, but I just modeled this for this to have just a little bit more shiny thing for the render. So this tutorial will not be just making the animation. So I'm just adding just a little bit more coolness for the renders for the final thing. So we have our animation, we have our objects already modeled. Now I'm going to start adding some cool things on the shader, so you can play it all on this part. So I'm going to start going on to 60 frame 2, and on the shader you see on a parameter you see you can mix with the position, the rotation, and all that. So I'm going to play a little bit with the rotation. So I'm going to put this on around 90, first one with 90, and this minus 45, just for us to see how it changes from number 1, number 2, number 2. Okay, so has a little bit of changing, not much, but has. If you see number 1, it bounces a lot more, and it turns 90 degrees from 45 degrees, and it's a little bit different. So you can also add a little bit on this on about 180. You can start like making cool adjustments on this. So we're going to change all these keyframes, and let's see how this is working. So number 1, number 2, yeah, gets a lot different. So that's it. So I'm going to go to number 3 on the shader. You even don't need to see. You can change this like just playing with this. So we see the reactions are a lot more faster. So I'm going to put 180 over here. I'm going to put this on 360. I'm going to let this to 0. I'm going to number 4. I'm going to shader, rotation. I'm going to put this on 45. This one 180. Okay. And then on this number 5, I'm going to rotation. Set this to 150. Set this to 45. Put this to 360. I'm going to continue because you see that on the end you will see a few differences on this, and I think it looks a lot cooler because it don't has the same animation on each bounce. So it's a way to adding cool, to adding a better animation and more fluid motion onto it. So the shader factor and combined with the delay are one of the key pieces from Cinema 4D. So hope you're enjoying this. So this one to 90. I'm going to put this to 60, and this one to 360. That was number 6. Now number 7 on the shader. Rotation here. I'm going to put this on 90. I have this on 360. I'm going to put this on 45. And number 8. That is shader, rotation. Put this on 90. Put this on 180. This on 360 to get this crazy. So on number 10, going to the shader, rotation, gonna set this to 45, this to 360, and this to 100, just to see this. Okay, shader 10, and let's go to rotation 0 and 360, and let's put this to -90, and let's play this. Yeah, it's a little bit different, not much, but it puts a lot more coolness on the scene. So this is the Cinema 4D tutorial. I think I didn't forgot anything. So you can also like change a lot of things. So continue on your shader, put this to -70. I just wanted to make this a little bit more cooler for you guys. So but you have to play a lot on this. So put this on 360 and this on -180. Okay, so number 7, put this on -360. This is the part where it's fun to play on this. So if you're not getting the same thing as me, the timeline and all the things are equal. So everything is going to work correctly on After Effects. So don't mind to play low on this, because the times for After Effects part tutorial already said, and it's okay. So you can play low on this. So put this to 150. Okay, this was number 5, and then this is number 4. Put this to -360. Let's just check out if we have a different thing on this. So 3 is going to bounce a lot more, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9, and 10 is going to bounce. That's okay. I think I'm okay with this. So all the rest you can try a lot. You can test a lot of changes on this. So but the base scale for this is that this grow up, and then when it's growing, it adds all this rotations on the text. So I think it's a cool scene to share here with you guys, and hope you follow this up. It was a little bit boring, the part of organizing all text and organizing all the things to match well, but I'm happy with this handling, and hope you guys render your scene. And in a few days I'm going to bring the After Effects tutorial. I'm going to also render this scene, and I'm going to follow up with you guys the tutorial, the After Effects part, and I hope you enjoy a lot this. So guys, keep following the fxchannelhouse, keep contributing for our growth, and it's a really pleasure to make cool tutorials for you guys. So hope to see you really soon with the After Effects tutorial, and cheers guys.